Hello and a very happy good morning to all my dear students. I am Preeti Gupta and today I am going to teach you a very important topic of your unit number 3, that is standard hydrogen electrode. So let's begin, students. Now students, before starting standard hydrogen electrode, I am giving a flashback of how to represent a cell. Then after I will discuss standard hydrogen electrode. So students, representation of an electrochemical cell. In the previous class, we discussed about this criteria to how to write a cell in this format. Alright, so that side is known as the left hand side. Okay, this is known as anode. B means vertical lines, that is known as salt bridge, and C means cathode. So at the right hand side, we all have to write the cathode. Cathode means reduction half cell. Okay, and at anode, oxidation half cell. Okay, so this is the reaction. Basically what we have to do, if we have to write a cell for this reaction, then zinc, okay, this side is known as anode and this side is known as cathode. All right student, to follow this format we all have to write in this format only. Okay, so here that zinc metal slash, or you can write it semicolon also. Okay, Zn plus 2, that means zinc and its metal ion. Okay, then after the concentration, that is 1 am, which we have taken in the Daniell cell. All right, this is known as the salt bridge. After that, Cu2 plus, that site is known as cathode, Cu2 plus, and then after write the concentration, that is 1 am, semicolon or slash or a single vertical line you have to mark, that is for the copper. So student, this is all about how to represent a electrochemical cell. Now I am going to start standard hydrogen electrode. Now students, standard hydrogen electrode. So standard means when we used this word for comparisons. All right, a standard that everything can be measured against. For determination of half reaction current flows and voltages, we used a standard hydrogen electrode. We can use this system to measure the potential of other electrodes in the half cell. So that's why it is known as the reference electrode. Student, this is a primary type. Secondary is known as calomel, which is not in your course. Okay, so I'm going to talk here about the standard hydrogen electrode, or we can say normal hydrogen electrode. So students, hydrogen electron being a standard electrode, okay, used as a reference electrode for determining single electrode potentials. Now, construction and working. Now, construction. Here you can see in this diagram, students, that this consists basically a platinum wire. This you can see here. This is known as the platinum wire carrying platinum foil coated with finely divided platinum black. The wire is sealed into a glass tube placed in a beaker containing 1 m HCl. The hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure is bubbled. Okay, when we place this whole electrode in this container, the bubbles are coming out, okay, through the solution at 25 degrees Celsius, or students we can say 298 Kelvin. So that is a standard temperature. So in this, at this point, at single electrode, both hydrogen gas and H plus ion are in the equilibrium. That means reduction and oxidation reactions are taking place on a single electrode. So we can divide these two reactions in the half cell, right? First one is known as the reduction, another one is known as the oxidation. Here you can see 2H plus ion plus 2 electron give rise to hydrogen gas. H2 gas give rise to 2H plus 2 electrons. So this is known as reduction, this is known as oxidation. By this whole calculation, we get the E naught cell is 0.00 at all temperatures. So basically student, this is known as standard hydrogen electrode. Now, why we use the platinum wire? Why cannot we use the copper or any other electrode? Okay, so we all know that platinum is a relatively inert metal which does not corrode. All right, platinum also improves the reaction kinetics by absorbing hydrogen at the interface. Platinum has catalytic qualities which promotes the proton reduction reaction. So that is why we use the platinum wire. There are so many drawbacks of this standard hydrogen electrode. That's why a secondary electrode as a reference electrode is used, as it is known as a calomel electrode. So what are the drawbacks of this standard hydrogen electrode? Students, basically it is difficult to maintain 1 atmospheric pressure of hydrogen gas for a long time. It is difficult to maintain H plus ion concentration at 1 m. Okay, so there are so many difficulties. That's why nowadays calomel electrode is used as a reference electrode. Okay, your electrochemical series is based on standard hydrogen electrode. The EMF of other electrodes are compared on this scale. So when we are going to compare, that means we are dealing with these standard things. Okay, so why this is known as standard, that is why this is known as standard hydrogen electrode. So how to represent the standard hydrogen electrode? The standard hydrogen electrode is represented as, because we use the platinum electrode. Okay, so platinum H2 gas slash H plus. This is known as activity, or we can say concentration. That is 1. The electrode reaction is expressed as, okay, so this is the part of reduction and this is the part of oxidation. Here you can say that H plus ions are equilibrium with the hydrogen gas. So now at that point E naught cell is equals to 0.00 volts. So student, the point is to write that depending on the other cell used, it can turn H plus ion into hydrogen gas, or it can turn hydrogen gas into H plus ion. So it acts as a cathode if the other cell is less reduction potential than hydrogen. It acts as cathode if the other cell is less reduction potential than hydrogen. And it can act as anode if the other cell is more reduction potential than the hydrogen. The point is to note that it acts as cathode if the other cell is less reduction potential than hydrogen, or it can act as anode if the other cell is more reduction potential than hydrogen. So I am going to discuss here the example of zinc and copper. So students, as I talked that we can use this system to measure the potentials of other electrodes in the half cell. Now I am going to take an example, that is the standard hydrogen half cell paired with a zinc half cell. Okay, if we paired, this is the standard hydrogen electrode, and that this platinum wire is connected with a voltmeter and by the electric circuit within another solution that is known as zinc sulfate solution with a zinc rod here. Okay, so by this we can easily determine that when we switch on the circuit, what happens, the electron flows from the zinc to hydrogen electrode. So there is a voltmeter reading comes out to be 0.76. Okay, so that is an increase than from the, because standard hydrogen electrode potential has a electrode potential 0.00 volt. Alright students, so when the readings come out to be 0.76, that means it is greater than 0.00 volt. That means here the hydrogen electrode, standard hydrogen electrode work as cathode and the another electrode work as anode. Okay, so what we get, the reaction, that is Zn solid give rise to Zn plus 2 electron. So this side works as anode and this side works as cathode. Alright, so in this case this is known as oxidation and that process is known as reduction. So here we can write 2H plus 2 electron give rise to H2. Okay, so what we measured, the cell voltage is 0.76 volt. Okay, now we can calculate the standard EMF of the cell. Okay, by this formula, E cell is equals to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. So E naught cathode works as a standard hydrogen electrode whose E naught is 0.00 volt. So I am going to write it here, that is 0.00. And what is the voltage come out to be? 0.76. So here we can easily write the standard electrode potential of zinc, that is minus 0.76 volts. Okay, am I clear? Now I am going to take another example, that is copper. Now, the standard hydrogen half cell paired with a copper half cell. Now, in this case, students, the mass of copper increases. So, we can write the equation because copper has a tendency to take electrons. So, the mass of the copper increases. So, in this case, the reaction come out to be Cu2 plus 2 electron give rise to Cu. That means this beaker is worked, this electrode is worked as a cathode and at cathode reduction takes place. ओके आप इसको कैसे ही बना सकते हैं, मैंने इस तरफ बनाया, आप उस तरफ बना सकते हैं, इसमें कुछ ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. ओके एंड द अनदर इलेक्ट्रोड वर्क्स एज अ एनोड विच इज़ अ स्टैंडर्ड. So we can implement these two half cell reactions. All right, when we measure the EMF of the cell, what we have get, E naught cell is equals to E cathode minus E anode. So what we get the reading, that is 0.34. So here I am going to write that is 0.34. And what is the E naught cell of hydrogen electrode, that is we are dealing about that 0.00 volt. In that case, E naught cell comes out to be plus 0.34 volt. So by this we can easily measure the potential of other electrodes in the half cell. All right students, in the next class we are going to deal with the Nernst equation. Thank you.